Hey everybody, this is the far end of my discus tank. We usually look at the other end where the discus tend to congregate. There's a little more open water down that end of the tank. I know the glass needs some wiping down right now, but at least you get the idea. Everybody usually hangs out down at this end, but we do get occasional fish that hang out and hover around down at this end. I don't know if you noticed that discus lurking up there or not, but I do have one lone discus that's just doing its own thing right now. But that is not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show off that my red tiger lotus in this tank is just doing crazy good. You can see its roots. Try to get you down here where there's not as much glare, but you can see all those roots growing through the soil up against the front glass like that. You can see the large rosette of the flower itself, or the plant itself, coming up out of the soil. And then of course we have all of these brand new leaves and pads that are unfurling. And if we leave enough lily pads on the surface, we will actually get a flower spike. Now this is the second flower spike I've had on this plant, and after the first one was finished blooming, I went in there and I cut the plant way back. I got all these lily pads cut out of there. And then I decided I wanted to see if allowing lily pads to grow on the surface was the key to getting this tiger lotus to bloom. And that seems to be the case, because if we open the lid here, we can see that I have quite a bit of coverage with the lily pads. And again, if I leave them like this long enough, I will eventually get a flower bud that starts to come out. Now down here, because of the way the spray bar is angled, that pushes those pads way up against the glass, but you can see I've got some fairly significant lily pad coverage in my tank here. Of course I have the high lighting. I have all these floodlights shining down in here. They are on a dimmer, so they're not at full blast. They are dimmed down to about 33% of their normal output, but that's still quite a lot of light. You can see shining right down on my lily pads like that. So if I leave them alone long enough, I get the lotus flower. And so that's what we're looking at right there. So there you go, everybody. Just wanted to do a quick update on that. I'm really excited. Make sure you're subscribed. That way you won't miss when it actually blooms. We will be coming back here and doing an update on that. They don't last very long, a couple of days, and they're gone. So we will have to be on top of it, checking from day to day to make sure we don't miss any interesting flowering on that. So in the meantime, I'm going to say make sure you're subscribed, and that way you won't miss anything I've got coming up. You never know what it's going to be with me. We do action live streams every Friday night, and I think this Friday night, part of the action is going to be getting in this tank and doing a bit of a water change, getting the glass wiped down. It is getting pretty grungy. If you get up close enough, you can start to see what I'm talking about. There is actually a lot of stuff growing on that glass, so you can just imagine how vibrant and beautiful these fish are going to be once we clear that water out, get some of those tannins out of there, and get that glass wiped down. They are going to be absolutely beautiful. And of course we don't want to miss that tiger lotus flower either. So again, make sure you're subscribed, ring that bell, all that good stuff. Check out my Friday night live streams. I do a Q&A live stream every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Check those out. In the meantime, I'm going to say thanks for watching. See you real soon in the next one.